If you don't have a strong accountability structure set up in your life, you are leaving your success on the table. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how not to do that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name's Zach, and on this channel we talk about spirituality, fitness, and mindset development. If those concepts resonate with you, if that's something that you're working on right now, consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my videos come out. And you can officially be part of the family. Recently, I've been making a 3-part training series for my Discord server, which essentially talks about mindset, how you actually find your own personal fitness strategy, and then how you build your accountability structure around you so you don't have to keep yourself motivated. When I was making the video about accountability, it struck me that I haven't really dove too deep into that concept here on my YouTube channel, or really on any of my social medias for that matter. And so I wanted to give you a little bit about my personal philosophy as far as why this is so important, and then give you some tips and tricks that you can use to implement this stuff so you can experience for yourself just how powerful this concept really is.
There's a little phrase that I use pretty often, and it goes like this: motivation is fickle, but discipline is uncompromising. And so I want you to take an example of 2 people that are trying to pursue fitness goals, right? So the first person has been, attempting their goal for a few years, and they've experienced kind of like this yo-yo cycle of results, right? They've lost 5 pounds, and then they've gained 5 pounds back, and then they've lost 5 pounds. And then you have a person like Usain Bolt, right? A person who has achieved incredible physical results. They're training every single day, and they're getting higher and higher degrees of success, potentially even setting world records. Well, what are the differences between these 2 people?
You lose it again, gain it again, you lose it again, gain it again. And ultimately you're going through this yo-yo cycle forever and ever onward into infinity. So what's the difference between person A, right, yo-yo cycle person, or person B, like Usain Bolt mode, always on, super consistent, years and years and years of showing up every single day with no problem? Well, you might say, oh, it's because person A is way less motivated than person B, and that might be true to some level, but at the end of the day, motivation is one of those things that there is no one size fits all, right? For some of us, it's, my daughter is locked in a cage at the peak of a mountain on the Arctic Circle, and so I got to train my ass off so that I can beat the shit out of a bunch of monsters, climb a mountain, and save my daughter. For some people, it's, I just want to be the best that I can be so that I can go achieve a higher level in my career. And that's enough for them to go, really show up every single day. I mean, you have a ton of people that have massive, massive motivators of changing the world, improving their community, and yet they're lying on their asses doing essentially nothing, playing video games every single day, being strung out, sitting on the couch, eating chips, smoking pot, and not actually taking action to save the world. Meanwhile, you have people whose motivation is literally just make more money. They don't even know what the fuck they're going to do with that money. They just want to make more money, right? Just boost themselves up in an exploitative capitalist system. And yet that is enough for them to go out, build massive companies, work 14 hours a day for decades on end, and achieve huge, material successes, essentially destroying the goals even further of the other person, right? So their motivation, you might say, is like significantly weaker, right? And for those of you that watch my channel a lot, you might think that's me setting you up to say wrong, but in fact, you are correct, right? That motivation is just fine. It's just fine for them to go out and, do these things. So what is it that person B has that person A doesn't have? Well, it's discipline. It's the capacity to show up every single day at a set period of time, go through a series of actions, get the feedback data on those actions, and then optimize so that they'll do even better in the future, right? Rinse and repeat, getting better and better and better. That's effective growth, right? That's science, method-based growth. I would also say that another thing this person has is an accountability structure that is set up to guarantee their success, right? They have people in their lives that they can show up to and do this reflection. There was a 2016 article published by the National Institute of Health that talks about this exact same concept. They took 3 control groups, and each of those control groups was essentially made to motivate themselves in a certain way, right? So control group number 1 was self-motivated. The goal of all of these groups was to go out and achieve a certain goal. I can't exactly remember what the type of goal that they were going for was, but I believe it was something career-based. And the idea was that there were going to be self-motivated individuals, individuals that were motivated by a group, right? So they were in kind of this group learning setting, and then individuals that were motivated by a coach, right? So it was like a one-on-one coaching relationship. Now they judged these groups based on 3 factors. The first factor was overall satisfaction. How did they feel going through this process? Did they feel like it was effective? Did they feel welcomed? Did they feel like they were actually seeing results, right? Number 2 was actual knowledge retention. So the things that they learned, right, they were being taught information, there were trainings, and so the information that they actually learned, how effectively did they retain that information? The third factor was actual achievement. So did they actually meet the goal that they'd set for themselves originally? So I want you guys to guess which groups performed the best, right? So the ranking, probably not a surprise to most of you, is one-on-one coaching was the most effective far and away across the board for all 3 tests, right? Overall satisfaction of the experience, overall knowledge retention of like the trainings, how much information did they actually learn, and then whether or not they actually achieved the goal that they set for themselves, right? So number 1, one-on-one coaching, far and away the most effective option. Number 2, group coaching, right? So when you are with a cohort, you are also retaining a significant amount of information. You are also much more likely to achieve your goal, and you're also much more likely to feel satisfied because you have this sense of an engaged community that's around you and supporting you. And then finally, the least effective was self-motivated people, the people that just were their own accountability, right? Whether that's using some kind of journaling process, or whether that's using, just checking in with oneself every single day, however that looks. Far less effective, significantly lower marks across the board. So what can we take away from this? Well, the bottom line is if you have an external factor, right, an external accountability source, something that is not just you, you are much more likely to achieve success no matter what that is, no matter what that looks like. The best place to start is to think about what you really want to do, right? So when you think about having external accountability, what do you personally think would be the best option for yourself, right? Would it be a friend? Would it be an accountability partner, somebody that is kind of at your level, striving for the same level of success, and you can kind of jive back and forth between each other, right? Leverage each other's experiences, leverage each other's energy, and ultimately pursue success that way, right? Having a partner. Maybe it's a community, right? And having a bunch of people that are all kind of going for the same thing that you can jive off of each other, feel that collective energy, right? Almost like a combined mission, if you would. All of you going for something together kind of gives you that sense of like, yes, this is a cooperative experience, and so I'm leveraging the vibes of my community to get this done. Is that something that you want to do? Now, if that is the case, I have a Discord server for vegans that are pursuing fitness goals, whether that is losing weight, whether that's gaining muscle, or it's an overarching sense of personal transformation, right? We talk a lot about mindset. We have regular meditations together, and those of you that have done my meditations on this channel, you know that is some powerful stuff. And so if that's something that sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and click the link below. You are going to be asked if you're a vegan or not to get verified. We do accept some non-vegans that are, demonstrating that they are respectful people and that they are interested in potentially going vegan long term. And I'll make more videos about that in the future. But if that's something that's of interest to you, this will be an extremely powerful accountability source because we are a tight-knit group. We are very friendly with each other. We're very personable with each other, potentially even very vulnerable with each other. And so if you choose to use us as accountability, if you choose to partner up with us to kind of take on this personal transformation journey that you're on, I guarantee that you're going to get some powerful results by checking in with us. Also in the Discord, I do have a process for checking in, so it's a very structured thing that you can leverage within your schedule and essentially guarantee that you're getting the results, not one of those things that you have to remember to do this and show up when it's convenient for you, and the potentially the results are very wishy-washy. No, this is something that is very structured, and we're going to give you the tools. And so my guarantee to you is essentially, if you follow the process, you will get the results. Now, finally, to give you the most effective option, I do have a link below that you can sign up for a free coaching call with me. We'll talk about your goals, the challenges that you face most on a regular basis, and then how to bridge the gap so that you can experience the transformation that you are ready for in your life. Now, I do have to throw out there that this option is not for everybody. I do only want to take the people that are most motivated to see the transformation. If you're just kind of kicking tires to see what the options are, you have some inner work that you have to do first before you are jumping on this phone call with me, because we are going to guarantee that you get there. And so if you don't know where it is that you want to get, this is probably not the option for you. If you do know where you want to get, this is going to be the best decision that you ever made. Just make sure that you're ready to take that leap. So, above all, my friends, what is the takeaway from this video? Well, accountability is powerful. And if you set up effective accountability structures in your life, you will see the results that you want. But if you're a person that's saying, no, I'm just gonna do it by myself, I know that I can do this, kind of that lone wolf mentality, that's because you're insecure, guaranteed. And if you're not ready to be honest with yourself about the fact that humans are communal creatures, right? We rely on each other for information, we rely on each other for tools, for strength, for love. And if you have those things, you are so much closer to getting to your goals than somebody who says, nah, I can do this all, by myself. I don't want any information. I don't want any help. Again, if that's you, it's because there are things within your spirit that you have not faced. You have not decided that your goals are more important to you than anything, and you'll do whatever it takes to get there. So if that is you, maybe you need to ask yourself, what's it going to take for me to really decide that my dreams are mine? I hope this video gave you some things to think about, my friends. Hit that little notification bell, hit that subscribe button, like this video because it helps the algorithm, and drop a comment if you have any questions or you want some help with anything. I love hearing from you guys, and I'm always trying to make content that benefits you. So without further ado, much love, peace, my friends, namaste, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.